to another episode of Sleeping Giants, Red Star Belgrade. Now, of course, we've been doing a little bit of a double episode stuff lately, just while we try and sort out a new series, so people that don't normally watch this and have chosen to watch this, thank you for coming over and watching this one for a little bit. I hope you are enjoying it. Now, in our last episode, of course, we lost 7-3 at the hands of Inter, which was a little bit disappointing, I have to say. But then it's kind of our own fault, you know, going a little bit too attacking, and I think I underestimated Inter. Well, sort of, at first I overestimated them, then I underestimated them, and yeah. Hopefully today we've found the Goldilocks formation, which is going to be just right to hopefully give us a victory over them. It's going to be tough, so we're going to talk about some stuff that's happened this month, of course. There is something I have to show you from one of these games as well, don't you worry about that. First up, in the league, away at OFK, a simple domination job, 2 goals for Milan Gajic, and of course, Florentin Toshka stepping in with a penalty, which of course, you know, it's just his usual thing. He's always got a goal in him, and that's nice to see. But I don't think he's ever going to be prolific. Like, he's not the sort of guy that's going to score hat-trick after hat-trick and go on spells where he scores like 7 in 3 or something like that. And I do think that we need to wait for a player to come through that's going to have that kind of ability, and that's important. Although, I am tempted next summer, since we've got this little bit, you know, we're getting a little bit more money now from where we are, which means I've got enough to allocate to keep bringing in the youth conveyor belt, keep that going. And this summer I was able to do that, as well as bring in the goalkeeper in Brian Aguero, as in an actual good a player that's already quality. So my next thing is, possibly next summer, what I'm going to do is try and bring in a top quality striker. Like, even if I have to spend like 10 million on him, bring in someone really, really decent, if I can get someone to join us that's at that value, because I think that could make the difference for us. Whilst we keep the things coming through, we do need a really high quality striker, because we've got some good strikers coming through, but they're just not quite of that level. In our next match, again, another 3-0. This time it was in the cup against Spartak. Florentin Toshka doing what he does best and getting himself a goal. Militic and Gajic with the others, and Gajic has been on great form this month. Just getting himself in there, goals and assists, and I tell you what, if he isn't right up there on both of those charts in terms of the second best probably for goals and probably for assists as well, then I'd be very surprised. He started making some noises about other clubs as well. There's been a lot of that in the summer. It was ridiculous. That transfer window took so long to do, just because every single day I got about 20 notifications saying, this player the bid's come in, this bid, and you know how it is. And when you've got this many players that are quite highly rated, it would appear, then people want them. In our last game of this little spell, we played against Borats, and, well, it was pretty much as you would expect. Savicevic this time took the penalty as we rotated the squad around a little bit. Bazan Vera got a goal, Jan Krupa got a goal, and Murad Yildirim finally scored his first goal of the season. I think he's got a goal for us before. I think he got one last season. But I need to show you his goal, because it's rare that you see one of these actually go in, and I felt that it was worth showing, basically. So that's what we're going to do. This is going to be our little dip into what's been happening. And yeah, so this is his goal. Clearance from the goalkeeper, first time on the volley, straight back and into the net. It's a 92nd minute goal, and who gives a crap? But the fact is, he should give a crap, because he's just scored from 50 yards out on the volley. Lovely stuff there from Morad Yildirim. Missed out on the Morocco squad, though, which was a bit of a shame. So there you go, a 4-1 win against Borats with Artem Zubia, who I believe... actually, no, it's a different guy, I think. I used to see a guy playing for Newcastle a lot on other saves that had a similar name. It may well be him, actually. I just don't think it is. So that leaves the league looking like this. We're now 8 points clear at the top. You know, 9 wins out of 11. It's pretty solid. 8 points clear of them. 9 points clear of Napadak in India. And of course there, as you can see, 15 clear of Partizan. They have not had the season that they did last year, that is for sure. And FK Rad, despite all their money, have not really been able to get going just yet. Toshka is still top scorer with 8 in 11. Gajic has the best average rating and the most assists with 5. And the most man of the match awards too. And Aguero, of course, has the most... clean sheets. Now, taking a look at the squad overall, goals-wise, Toshka has 14, and there's Gajic in second with 8 goals, which is very, very impressive, I have to say. As for assists, Savicevic with 9, Militic with 7, Gajic and Sidibe, as well as Ashraf with 5 apiece. Player of the match, Savicevic and Gajic with 3 a pop. Yellow cards, Marian and Matovic with 2. Red cards, Adamenko and obviously Kone. Average rating overall, Savicevic has hopped back above an 8 now. Key aerial challenges, Kone with 26. Key passes, 66 for Savicevic, dominating that one. Key tackles, 18 for Kone. Interceptions, 136 for Bazan Vera. And of course, value is still Bazan Vera. We've got a few players that are above 3 million now, so that's good. But we still haven't despite giving new contracts, nobody seems to be gaining value, and it's really, really odd. Anyway, let's get into today's game against Inter. They're playing a similar kind of system, but I feel like the fact that we're at home is going to make a huge difference today, and we can always change a few things around to try and deal with it. Now, City are playing, are they away? They are away at Celtic Park, so hopefully, I don't know. I think City need to do us a favour, really. What can we do? Toshka, Militic, Gajic, Savicevic, Ristic, Tufedzic, Ashraf, Kone, Bazanvira, Adamenko, and Arguello. Yeah, that's a pretty strong team. I have to say that is a very strong lineup, and that's what we're going to go with to start this one off. We need to win this game, so there's no point in us sitting up all defensively here. We need to try and go out and have a crack. We aren't going to go attacking from the off, of course, because that would be suicidal, but we may well have to switch to that. Oh, they're actually playing a 4-4-2. So that could play into our hands as well, actually, the fact that they're clearly not going quite as attacking. I don't like playing against formations with 3 up top. It's very, very complex, and it makes it very, very difficult for us to get anything going. So, let's do this. Hopefully, City will win at Celtic Park, because let's face it, we don't need that hassle of Celtic still being involved in the battle for this. But you never know. I suppose it could do us a lot of favours by making it all very tight. Militic, Gajic. Militic, can he shoot from range? No, he can't. Round the corner to Fedic, Ristic. Or round the corner for Savicevic, ducks inside. Oh, that's a great goal. I think it's from Milo Ristic, of all people. It is 1-0. Then again, we took the lead in the last match too. Look how tight this group would have got after 4 matches. That's surprising, actually. But then also, I guess, not that surprising when you look at how good some of the teams were. That's a great strike from Ristic. We're at least giving it our best shot in the Champions League this season. It was always going to be a tough one. You know, having Inter in the group as allegedly the worst team was, oh, Gajic makes it 2. See what I mean about his goal scoring lately? He's just been phenomenal, especially from corners. He's been so good at doing that. It's Red Star 2, Inter 0. Only 15 minutes gone, though. We can't afford to sit back just yet. And Celtic, I think, are winning against Manchester City, which would make things very, very interesting in this group at the moment. Christ. I mean, Celtic would actually temporarily go top of the group. They're doing a bloody good job, I must say. And if we're capable of beating them, then, hey, who knows? Maybe there is something in this for us. Maybe we can beat City at home, and maybe we are better than we think. Gajic. Out wide to Adamenko. Can he find a cross? Ball in. Cleared away. But Tufedzic is onto this. He's just going to bide his time. Ristic. Into Militic. Will he shoot? Will he go for Toshka? Oh, what a save that is from Handanovic. We've started very, very well here. And that's what I like to see. And we're going to need to start pretty damn well, because we've got, of course, a worse head-to-head record, would you believe, than Inter do. And we need to score some serious goals. Hernandez. Oh, come on. Oh, goalkeepers, ladies and gentlemen, they are still broken. Like, how on earth did he get it from that angle as well? Look, what is that? And then to actually concede from that angle as well, when the goalkeeper's not laying on the ground, it's just like, come on. I don't understand what it is about goalkeepers on this game. Look, we've just bought a brand new goalkeeper who is good, as you can see, and he shouldn't be conceding those types of goals. So, you know, the point is, that proves my point about goalkeepers, basically. They are just shit across the board. I've yet to have a solid goalkeeper, really. Even when I think I do, they still make horrific errors constantly. Savicevic, Ristic. So this game's a little bit more finely balanced. Now Toshka around the corner for Savicevic. He's never going to score from that angle because he doesn't play for Inter. Was that Biragi that got the goal? Inter have been half decent so far, but I still think we've been just edging it. And Ashraf, can he pick a pass? Back to Savicevic. It just knocks this inside for Ristic. Oh, there's a ball through. Toshka, it looks a bit offside there. Would he get the ball back, perhaps? Don't shoot from that angle. Oh, God, I don't understand why they won't just pass it. He's got a man over, and I've had my instructions set for them to do that, but they just won't listen. It's really irritating, because they always try to shoot from stupid angles instead of just squaring it when there's a guy quite clearly open in the middle. But at the moment, we're on control. We're not overdoing it. We are trying to control the game, I suppose. Savicevic with 2 assists so far as well, which is always nice to see. 2-1 though. I feel like we've been better than that, but... Oh, not that. Alright, that's the one we want. Oh, they've gone 2 up top. Of course they have. Right, in that case, let's drop deeper, because that was what we didn't get a chance to really do in the last game. Like, they've got men in behind, and if we can drop a little deeper, then we can try to quell that a little bit. Hopefully. It means they won't have so many players over it. And what I also might do is close down less, because with 3 up there, we might need to keep our shape a bit more. Ristic with the free kick, and look, again, on the rebounds. This time in our favour, admittedly, but my point is they're still there constantly, these stupid goalkeeping rebound, especially from free kicks. It's free kicks particularly that are awful. That's where they really do seem to occur. But it's nice to see Gajic getting yet another goal to add to his. That's 10 for the season he's got already now. 3-1 up now, though. Starting to look a little bit better. Hopefully the little tactical tweaks I've made have prevented We've got a lot of possession, so I don't want to switch to counter-attacking or anything because we've got so much of the ball. Right. It's going to have to be Antic. We're knackered at the back, in all honesty. We need to freshen up these two, just to freshen up the defence a little bit. They're on bookings as well. The last thing we need is a red card anytime soon, basically. So let's get them off. We're not on get stuck in, so hopefully we won't concede any penalties or anything like that. Oh, another goal maybe. Savicevic, ball in. That's cleared. Militic, if we were to score another one, that would just show that we can actually mix it with the big boys. Gajic, Militic, good save. Militic on the rebound again. It's another rebound. Militic 4. Not Militic 4, Crvena Zvezda 4, Inter Milan 1. Now, I feel like the game is sort of pretty much won now. You know, we've got 18 minutes left and we're 3 goals to the good. But what we do kind of need to do is, I think we need to try and get another goal. Purely because that head-to-head record could be important in this. And, you know, so what? If we lose 4-2 or if we win 4-2 in trying to get an extra goal, then fine. But I think it's worth it just in case, you know? I don't feel that we're going to lose or draw this match, so I feel like it's probably worth just pushing a little bit further forward on the off chance that we might be able to nick it. Obviously, if they score, we'll drop back again. Hernandez, good block. You know, it's worth it just to see if we can get a better head-to-head record than Inter, because that could come in handy if it goes down to the wire, which at the moment, because we're 3 points clear of them, it potentially could well do. Oh, wow, good save from Arguello. Thank you, a good goalkeeping decision there. And I have to say, in terms of chances, this game is a little bit out of favour. I think they've been better than the scoreline would suggest, but unfortunately goalkeeping errors, again, have bit them and us in the bum today. Hernandez, oh, that's a good strike, but another good save from Arguello. He's at least making up for it a little bit now, but... You know, it doesn't matter so much when you're 4-1 up. What am I thinking to myself? Like, how... we're like Jekyll and Hyde in Europe when it comes to playing home and away. Like, oh, okay, I'm surprised there was no real chance there. Like, we can win a home game like this by this sort of level. And yet, when it comes to playing that same way... Oh, my God, Savicevic is... We don't really have many good players to back up on the left-hand side. That's the issue. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll switch Gajic and Savicevic over, and we'll bring Sadibi on for Savicevic. I forgot about Gajic. We are like Jekyll and Hyde. Look how badly we got beaten away from home in Europe by this exact Inter team, practically. And yet here we are, at home, beating them 4-1. It's really strange. And it's the same last season when we lost 3-1 to Ajax and then beat them 5-0 at home. Really, really weird. We need to figure out a way to play in Europe away from home because it just isn't working for us at the moment. But at least we've got ourselves another huge... This is a huge win for us. A 4-1. Essentially a demolition, but it's certainly not looked like that on the stats. You know, Inter have been better than 4-1. I think the goalkeeping errors has really has sort of pushed the scoreline in our direction this time around. But there you go. Celtic did beat Manchester City. Amazingly. Let's just check it out. 2-0. So Celtic currently top the group, which is great news. It really is great news. There is still opportunities for us to even top this group now with the way things are going, because we've got Celtic away, which is huge, and will be... the game in our next episode. I actually will do that live commed, I think, just because, you know, I think it just makes sense for us to do this. Once we've already skipped one, and it's not good for us to skip too many of these, because they are the important games that you kind of want to see. Otherwise, we're just skipping too much of the season then, I think. And then, obviously, you know, it could come down to that. If we win our next game away at Celtic, we could be on 9 points up there with City, and then have a home game against City. It could get right down to the wire here. It's going to get pretty tight, but I think we've done our best so far, and we're doing okay. So in the next episode, we'll of course, okay, there's only 2 games in between, which is a little shitty, but you know, I think that Celtic game could be absolutely crucial, and I think I'd like to show it to you guys, you know, especially since we're doing 2 episodes a day at the moment of this, so it won't feel like quite such a big deal. So with that in mind, if you like what you're seeing, please drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Red Star and other things in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for the crunch match against Celtic. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.